This is Carl with the three things I'm watching for Tuesday, August 19th. Starting out, we did get the Pro Farmer Tour results. Had to write them down here. South Dakota 174.18 bushels on corn. Ohio 185.69. Let the debates begin. Bottom line, historically, since 2011, Pro Farmer has overestimated the South Dakota soybean or corn yield by 5.3 bushels per acre, underestimated the Ohio yield by 4.6 bushels per acre. I'm going to give you the highlights of what I found on their picked up from the crop tour so far, and that's just a lot of bitching. I expect that to continue through the end of the tour results. Let's face it, this tour is out to collect data and give us an idea. It's not to give us a scientific yield. It's not to tell us what the exact yield is. We know that the Pro Farmer Crop Tour does not have the resources that the USDA does. But it does give us an indication of what we might be seeing when we do peel some of these ears open. And the bottom line is there are some issues out there. There's some tip back. It's not perfect. This crop is not perfect. There are some issues. Question is maybe this tour will tell us just how widespread those issues are, and I do think that's what trade is looking for. They want to find out the extent of what some of this less than favorable weather has done to the corn crop. It's becoming apparent that the overnight heat was more of an issue than maybe the drought. And we've seen that before. So, trade a little bit concerned with some of these yield reports and the crop reports coming in, starting to put a little bit more, I don't want to say buying interest into the market, but it's definitely cutting down on the selling interest at this time. Moving on from the tour results and what's taking place there, the world corn supply is going to increase this year, according to the USDA numbers, about 30 million metric tons. That's a pretty sizable jump in corn production. That's not just the U.S., although we're a big part of it. We got to add in expansion that's expected in Brazil and Argentina, talking about a 15 to 20% increase in their corn production. So, looks like we could see a little bit more corn in the global balance sheets. It'll be interesting to see what the IGC does when they get the data. And the third and final thing, we are starting to see a little more concern on the U.S. soybean sales pace right now. Currently, the United States has 4.7 million metric tons of new crop soybean sales on the books, down 19.7% from last year. Main reason, and we all know it, it's a lack of Chinese buying. China has not bought any new crop soybeans from the United States right now. I'm a little concerned about it. I don't think China is going to go, they're not going to totally walk away from the United States, but it does show they are starting to scale back their demand a little bit. Some of that geopolitical and some of it just from expanding their import sources. Canola starting to come into China out of Australia. We thought maybe with China and Canada issues, we would pick up some of that trade. Doesn't look like we're going to see very much of it. You got to look at the soybean balance sheets though and say, you know what? How much added demand could we even take at this time? That's a little bit more of a question. That's why we have shrugged off some of the concerns. We will see, like I said, China show up. It just depends when. And we do have some sales to some unknowns. We can't say that they are China, but we also can't say they're not. So a little bit of optimism there. Those are the three things I'm watching today.